led by the outside shooting of Jeff Daly and strong play by Chad Lilly off the bench. The Notre Dame Crusaders cruised to a 58-47 win over Upper Dauphin in the first round of the PIAA 2A tournament. Tonight they meet the Reading Central Catholic Cardinals in second-round play. Notre Dame and Reading Central Catholic on RCN 4. Next.
It's the PIAA State Basketball Tournament. Playoff action continues. Hello, everybody. I'm Bob Dady from March Hall in Pottsville, where tonight the quarterfinal of the PIAA is going to be played between Notre Dame, 21-7, against a very good Reading Central Catholic team at 26-4 out of District 3. These are both district champs, and they're chomping at the bit to get at each other. And this should be a dandy of a basketball game before a big crowd here at March. And as usual, working with me, doing the color analyst, Shores, here's my buddy and my friend, Chris Michael.
And we have an interesting matchup between Central Catholic and Notre Dame. Of course, the Crusaders' strength offensively so far this year has been in the play of the guards. They're matched up against a Central Catholic team that really likes to score with their guards. As Notre Dame does, they don't just sit back and drain perimeter shots. Pretty good perimeter shooting team, but their guards really like to drive to the basket. And of course, both teams have some size up front. Central Catholic with the advantage in terms of size. They have two guys up front that are 6'3" in height, and a couple of guys off the bench that can also get some rebounds.
Well, Reading Central Catholic isn't too much concerned about scoring. They're averaging about 36 points throughout the district in the state tournament. Between Pegram, Volker, and Glaze, they account for over 90% of their points. So Notre Dame obviously wants to get this basketball game in the 40s or maybe the 50s, and that'll give them a much better chance to win.
Yeah, and some guys have really stepped up for them of late. Reed Klotz has really been playing well playoff time, and Jeff Daly, of course, has been doing it all season long, averaging close to 20 points a ball game. And again, they go with that unique look. It almost like they have 4 or 5 guards on the floor because they have guys that can move the ball. They handle the ball very well, almost like guards, so they're not going to commit a lot of turnovers. And of course, when you get to this time of year, you're looking for quality defense, keeping good control of the basketball, and something that Notre Dame has been doing very well in the past couple of weeks.
Well, Jeff Daly averaging almost 20 points a game at 5 threes in the playoff game the other night. So it's going to be a matchup of tenacious defense by Reading Central Catholic and the ability of Jeff Daly and Reed Klotz to put some points on the board. So that's where we stand as we get ready for this PIAA State Basketball Tournament game. Sit back, relax, and enjoy as Reading Central Catholic and Notre Dame, the tip-off coming up in just a moment.
When you need a prescription filled, who do you turn to? Walter's Pharmacy. Walter's Pharmacy compounds prescriptions and takes filling prescriptions as their #1 priority. At Walter's, you'll save time. Trust Walter's Pharmacy for convenience with free, fast delivery in the city of Allentown. You can visit walterspharmacy.net and email the pharmacist with questions. Since 1937, Walter's Pharmacy, making life easier through genuine care.
And we are back at this marvelous facility they call March Hall at Pottsville High School. And we're getting ready now for the starting lineups. We're way up on high, right in the middle of the court. Let's now go down to the floor of the arena. And here's Chris Michael for the starting lineups.
Both teams feature district championships. Reading Central Catholic out of District 3. And of course, Notre Dame out of District 11. Notre Dame at the 21-7 record. Central Catholic checks in at 26-4. We're going to look at some of the Central Catholic players warming up. Snip Easterly saw him here a few years ago and back again taking on the Lehigh Valley opponent. First for Notre Dame coming out of the huddle, number 4 is Reed Klotz, 6'2" junior playing the guard position, averaging 13.8 points per ball game. Also coming out, Ryan McAvoy, number 15, a senior, 5'11", averaging 7.3 points a game. Number 20, Jeff Daly, averaging 19.2. Junior, 5'9", plays the guard position. Number 21, Nate Mast. There's number 21, senior, 6'1" forward, averages 5.5 a game. And number 22 is Dan Tavani in his junior season, 5'10", plays the forward position. And Pat Boyle in his 7th season, 121 against 66 defeats. Now for Central Catholic, number 10, Dante Pegram, their leading scorer, 12.3 points a ball game. 5'10" senior, plays the guard position. Aston Glaze, the second of 3 guards, 5'8" senior, averaging 11.4. The third guard, number 30, Adam Volker, 6'2" senior, averaging 11.1. And in the front court, Kevin Michelson, 6'3" senior, averaging an even 7 points. And number 34, Brian Bobb, 6'3" senior, averaging 2.6 per ball game. Ken Snip Easterly is the head coach in his 14th season. He's been here a few times before as well. 351 wins against 79 losses.
And that's the officiating crew from left to right. Jerry Byron, and in the middle, Bill Ostrowski, and on the right, Brian Layton. They are out of District 2. And we are ready to go. Congratulations to the Central Catholic girls as they now move to the Eastern semifinal on Saturday night at a location to be announced. Wouldn't be surprised if it was Reading, but of course that will come from the PIAA tomorrow. And the winner of this game will move on Saturday night as well, possibly at the same place as the Central Catholic girls, maybe. And then again with the PIAA, you never know, maybe somewhere else. But I would be willing to bet both district champs will end up in the same place.
Now you get a look at the starters. A couple of those guys listed as forwards, but also, as we mentioned a little bit in the pregame, very good ball handlers, can step out, shoot the 3. Volker in particular. In fact, a lot of times he'll play the 2 guard position, play out there on the wing. So should be an excellent ball game. Not a whole lot of turnovers, hopefully.
In forward court, here comes a 10-foot jump shot. It's up and not good by Pegram. He gets his own rebound. Down the lane, shoots again, not good. Boy, they're not bashful for a team averaging 36 points a game. Outside is Volker, number 30. Pass inside, nice give and go, and the layup is up and not good by Brian Bobb, but he draws a personal foul.
And right away, you see that height advantage that Notre Dame has. Good job on the offensive boards, getting a couple second and third opportunities, and then strong move inside. Position not just quite established from Ryan McAvoy, and so Brian Bobb will check in at the free throw line.
McAvoy picking up his first personal foul of the evening. On the line, the shot is up. Boy, a brick, not good. Brian Bobb, senior, 6'3". So Reading Central Catholic came down, shot 3 times, came up empty, and on the foul line to 0 for 1, and now they are 1 for 2.
A picture of Snip Easterly a moment ago. Last year, he guided his team to the Eastern semis before losing.
In forward court, and again, we'll give you the numbers once around, and then you'll be able to know who is doing what to whom. Reed Klotz goes toward the bucket, gets it inside. The ball is lost. There's a turnover, and Reading Central Catholic has the basketball.
High pressure that time inside. Pass, little bounce pass, kind of handcuffed him inside, and Reading right there to reach in and strip the ball away.
Glaze goes toward the bucket, pulls up, jump shot is up and good. Ashton Glaze on his first field goal.
As we talked about, these guards are not just guards that sit back and drop in 3 balls. Although they're good perimeter shooters, they like to cut inside, that time creating his own shot by backing away and getting a good look.
Reed Klotz goes to the top of the key, dumps it over in the corner to Daly. Daly averaging almost 20 points a game. Nate Mast to Vanny. Vanny looks inside, checks off, gets it to McAvoy. Ryan to Klotz. Turnaround jump shot off the glass, halfway down, not good. 3-0 in favor of the Cardinals of Reading Central Catholic. 10th time in the quarterfinals. In pass inside, ball gets away. And there's a pile up and a jump ball, alternate possession, and it will be in favor of Notre Dame.
Good help defense that time came over from Notre Dame. As soon as they went in the paint, double team came over. I see the ball gets in there, the ball comes loose, and good effort. Diving on the floor was Jeff Daly, causing the tie-up, and possession all shows Crusaders' direction.
Well, of course, there's been rumors for years and years about Pat Boyle going elsewhere and going on to college, but he's in his 7th year at Notre Dame. He seems to be very satisfied where he's at, kind of like a Framel Hanlon kind of guy who will stick around and stay right here in the valley. Here's a bad pass picked off by Pegram at midcourt. He'll go 1-on-3 down the lane, shoots up, not good, tapped up underneath, not good, and again, the Cardinals come up empty, 0 for 2.
Good job by Notre Dame to get back there off the turnover and put some pressure on the runner, that time leading the fast break with all those arms in there. Didn't get a real good look at the backboard. Arced it too high off the glass, and as a result, Notre Dame gets the ball back.
This is to Vanny. Vanny dumps it outside to Daly for 3. Winds up, shoots up, not good. And the rebound, Reading Central Catholic, and here's a foul underneath against the Crusaders.
We're talking to one of their assistants. Central Catholic knows how good these shooters can be. So there you see, right off the shot, player stepping up right along the perimeter, getting a hand in his face, and then a little fight for the rebound afterwards as it goes out of bounds. It will be Central possession.
Reading Central Catholic leads 3-0, and we'll be right back.
Now more people than ever are finding the pre-owned car, van, truck, or SUV they really wanted at Scott Lot on Lehigh Street or right from their home or office at scottcars.com. You'll see the Blue Book price right next to the Scott price, so check it and save. As always, you can choose from the finest pre-owned inventory. But best of all, you'll buy with confidence from the most trusted name in the Lehigh Valley. Visit scottcars.com or Scott Lot on the Lehigh Street Auto Mile.
And there's the Cardinal, Stan Musial. That's our executive director and his baseball mentality. Yeah, it's a Cardinal. All right, we're here at Martz Hall for this quarterfinal game between Notre Dame and Reading Central. The winner will move on to play either Wyalusing or the other team, which in the District 4, York Catholic, both two very, very tough teams, but Reading Central, very disciplined, very tough, and here is Pegram's 15-foot jumper, up, not good. Rebound underneath, gets away from Reading Central, and Notre Dame has the basketball.
A good team rebound that time, although it's picked off the other way now.
Pegram, coast to coast, layup, up and in, and boy, he's as quick as a cat. Dante Pegram.
Yeah, some sloppy passes here for Notre Dame. 3 turnovers now on them. Really spoils a good effort, as we're starting to say. They got a good team rebound. Went up against that 6'3" player. Instead of trying to grab the ball away from him, just tapped it to a teammate.
Klotz gets it outside the mast. Nate dumps it back in the Reed. Reed back up. Look, here we go. This is going to be a turnover as soon as he picks it up. Yep. Backcourt. And it will be Reading Central Catholic ball. I was talking, Chris, about the rumors of Pat Boyle, and I heard one at dinner tonight that somebody said Billy McCaffrey's going to be named the head coach at St. Bonaventure, and guess who's going to take his place? I don't think so. Here is Glaze going toward the bucket, dumps it outside. Here's a 19-foot jump shot, is up and not good by Volker. Here comes Notre Dame, still unable to crack the scoring jinx. They have no points yet after the first 4 minutes. Daly. Back outside, McAvoy gets it outside. Here's a shot by Tavani, is not good, and here comes Reading Central. Quick, Pegram tries to dump it over in the corner, but it's kicked, and Reading Central retains possession.
The one thing Notre Dame has been able to do pretty effectively is when they've had these turnovers and these fast breaks coming the other way, they're getting back there. There you see Daly kicking the ball away, allowing the defense to settle back, then have the full 5-on-5, but at least they're getting back there, trying to put some pressure on this Central Catholic fast break team that could push the tempo and could really put some points on the board in a hurry.
Here going toward the bucket is Adam Volker, and the 6'2" senior dumps in a 10-footer, and now it's 7-0 in favor of Reading Central.
You see once again Volker listed as a forward, does a nice job creating his own shot.
Nice give and go. Daly got the pass from Reed Klotz, but I wasn't able to make it go. However, there is a personal foul.
Well executed here. Nice job going strong to the hoop, drawing the foul, and maybe some free throws will get Notre Dame back on stride on the offensive end.
No numbers on this sheet of paper for Notre Dame. No fouls, no field goals.
And now the first point of the night by Jeff Daly. Well, that was a long drought, Chris. 4 minutes. 4:13 to be exact.
And Reading got off to a quick start in their other game in quarter number 1 and was able to stay out in front the rest of the way.
7-2. Well, a lot of stuff happening at the collegiate level. I have a call in to Billy McCaffrey, and we're waiting for an answer, which we understand might be coming as early as Monday. And here's a whistle and a foul underneath as McElhen tries to get the field goal to go down. However, he is fouled.
Nate Mass comes over here right at the end of this play. You're going to see him get a little of the wrist. I don't know if that affected the shot or not. I don't know if he got any of the ball, but he did get some of the arm.
Personal foul against Nate Mast, his second. And this is Kevin McElhen. And the foul shot is good. I have a call into Jay Wright as well at Villanova, trying to find out what's going on with that situation. A lot of stuff at the collegiate level as we prepare for the NCAA Big Dance Tournament coming up next week. I'll tell you about our guest on radio a little bit later on in the broadcast. Some interesting people going to join us over the next couple of weeks. Here's Notre Dame in forward court. 9-2. This is not where they want to be early on. This is Chad Lilly. Gets under to Tavani. Pump, shoots up, and it sticks. No deal. And what's the call here? We're going to have a...
It would be dead ball situation. Yeah, jump ball. Just the same as a jump ball. Right, Notre Dame cannot get a break. Good execution there. A little pump fake move, and it looked, for a minute, it looked like Caddyshack there. I thought he was going to fall in a little bit. Need some Notre Dame fans to shout out there, but it wasn't going to move then.
That ball looked like it was pumped up or something. A little odd, weird, like a bubble on the side of it. Here is Pegram outside, making penetration, gets it in the lane. Here comes a shot. It's up and good by Kevin McElhen.
Yeah, and things are really going Reading's way here in the first quarter. That time, a bad pass. Looks like it really handcuffed McElhen inside. Couldn't get a handle on it, and he just kind of reached down, came up to him, and was able to put up the shot.
Reed Klotz with a very good look at the basket. That wasn't able to make it go. Look at Pegram. Here's a nice pass underneath the glaze. Shoots up, not good, and the ball goes out of bounds. Notre Dame gets it back.
Yeah, good job once again by Notre Dame. A lot of things haven't been going their way, but they're getting back. And once again, putting pressure on the people running the fast break. That time, Glaze looked like he had a clear lane to the hoop. And at the last minute, he sees an arm coming from behind. Probably hears some footsteps right on his tail, so he alters his shot just a little bit and misses the layup.
Had a chance to talk to, here's a shot from outside by Daly, not good. As Reading Central Catholic leads the basketball in forward court. Pegram is a transfer from Reading High School. Very, very quick. Volker goes toward the bucket, gets it to Glaze. Glaze is going to try that reverse layup. It's up and in. Ashton Glaze.
Notre Dame had a nice wall set up on the weak side there with nothing there, so he just went around, pretty move on the reverse.
Daly to Tavani. Turnaround by Klotz. Not good. Out of bounds, Reading Central ball, and Notre Dame is ice cold. They don't have any field goals.
And once more, not only aren't they getting shots, but what really hurts also on top of that is they're not getting offensive rebounds. Here you see that pretty up and under move there. You see two defenders, two Crusaders there, so it just goes the other direction. But then Notre Dame, one thing when you're struggling, it would be nice to collect a couple offensive rebounds and have a few putbacks, make it easier on yourself, and kind of get that monkey off your back.
In the lane, here's a turnaround jump shot by Volker, not good, but then we have a personal foul. This very well may likely be Chris and I's last basketball game this year. What a wonderful season. Great football season, a lot of games, a lot of interesting games, playoffs, and then into basketball, and we've had a ton of games, and this is a fitting climax to a marvelous, marvelous year on RCN4. Our thanks to Gary and the whole staff, the working crew, the technical crew at RCN for providing some terrific moments throughout the year. Here is Chad Lilly. Then he looks inside, gives it to Klotz, goes toward the bucket, dumps it back to McAvoy, steps behind the 19-foot line, shoots, bang!
Well, not an easy shot, too, by McAvoy. Got that shot off the bounce, had to look up, position himself back beyond the three-point arc, and still got a a pretty well first field goal here with just over a minute left.
Pass inside is knocked down by Notre Dame. And here come the Crusaders with an opportunity to chip away at the lead, but they throw it away, and it's picked off by Blansky.
And 5 turnovers now on Notre Dame isn't going to help the cause.
Talked to Joe Legends up here in the press box, and his son is the head basketball coach at Tamaqua. Looking forward to a good year next year. Got off to a nice start. Have a whole lot of victories, but that's not all what it's about. There's a shot inside by Volker, and it's not good.
Good to see Notre Dame crash the boards there. They only had 4 rebounds prior to that. 2 were of the dead ball variety, but that time really crashed inside.
Boy, McAvoy really got bumped and bruised there at underneath the basket, and however, it didn't turn out to be anything. And coming back the other way, Reading Central Catholic misses, and Notre Dame has the basketball.
And none of these perimeter shooters getting much daylight. Reading just sticking very tight on the perimeter.
There's a shot up and in by Jeff Daly as he breaks his drought. And at the end of the first quarter, it is Reading Central Catholic 13, Notre Dame 7. We'll be right back.
How do you generate excitement? With live games and stunts straight from Nickelodeon's most popular shows. And you have a chance to get into the action.
Slide, 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 slide.
Get messy and get ready for slime. With Nickelodeon's Game Lab coming soon to get you.
First half action brought to you by Atlanta Metro. You know, you can take the bus to school or work, shopping, doctor's visits, and more. You ride the bus all day for just $2. And don't forget, seniors ride free during off-peak hours. I'll have to let Mr. Tracy know about that. Take the bus and you'll agree that Atlanta Metro is making it easy.
Especially if it snows tomorrow.
Oh, don't say that word, that 4-letter word.
Counting on a nice 2-hour delay.
Well, actually, doesn't affect me, but really, enough of snow already. I mean, we're, what, a couple of days away from spring in about a week?
So far, Bob totaling up the field goal numbers. We'll give you them at halftime, but not a lot of things going well as far as Reading getting the advantage on the rebounds. Notre Dame too many turnovers, just 1 for Reading, but Notre Dame did a nice job down the stretch last couple minutes. Again, continuing to get back, get some of those defensive rebounds, come back down the other way, prevent Reading from really getting their fast break game going and really blitzkrieging teams as they have done to several teams throughout the year. Just getting up, running up big first quarters and then running away and hiding. Notre Dame came back very effectively to cut it to a 5-point game, opening up the second quarter.
Savani back outside to Daly for 3. Shoots, bang!
And once you start going inside, you saw the last couple of field goals by Notre Dame. Did some screens, cutting inside, got some people open and tighter to the basket. As a result, that opened some guys up. These guards have been looking at a Reading defensive player the first 8 minutes pretty much straight on. No open look from three-point land. Now they got a little bit of a window.
Pegram on a wide open look, not good. Reading Central shooting percentage is lousy, and considering how poorly Notre Dame is shot, Reading Central only finds themselves up by 3 points. Inside to McAvoy, and he is held.
I have Reading Central Catholic with 3 misses in the paint, and 2 of those were on fast breaks. Here you got another look at the defense. Good no-look pass there, but also stepping up Ashton Glaze, sticking an arm in there.
Adam Volker picks up his first personal foul of the evening. Going out of the ball game is Brian Bobb for Reading Central. Notre Dame, Bailey turns, shoots, up, not good. He can hit him from 25 feet away, but has trouble from 10 feet away. Here comes Glaze, going toward the bucket in traffic. Throws it to Pegram, back outside around the horn. They're going to wind up and fire away. Shot is up and not good. Glaze with the rebound. That attempted field goal by Adam Volker. He has the ball now. Down the paint. Shoots wildly. Not good. Fires up again and finally gets it to drop.
Boy, good defensive effort by Notre Dame, but again, you look at Central Catholic getting second and third opportunities there. The big guys up front getting the job done finally.
Well, if Notre Dame can keep this ball game relatively close, considering how fast Reading Central came out of the starting gate, they could win this thing. There's a lot of basketball to be played. McAvoy about 20 feet away from the bucket to Klotz. Reed looks over to Lilly. Down the horn to Nate Mast. Back to McAvoy. Goes right, left, pulls up. Daly, they're trying to get set up for that three. Pass inside, and it's a bad pass and picked off by Mickelin.
And once again, is Central Catholic setting up in that 2-3 zone, try to get some guys cutting to the basket, try to take advantage of some angles, but those long arms and quick hands of Central Catholic poking the ball away.
Pedron on a bad pass to Blaze, and they Central Catholic had to give it up again. Here's Lilly, shot up, not good. Follow up by a Klotz, not good. And that was a Gussie. He should have been able to make that one go.
They were talking about not getting the second chance opportunities. They had one right in front of them that time. Golden opportunity.
Blaze takes Lilly up over midcourt, goes into the paint, and saves a walk by getting rid of it. Outside, Blansky shoots up, bang! Nathan Blansky.
Well, I don't know if he got rid of it before the traveling call could have been called, but they did a nice job working the ball around, and Blansky just unloaded from the corner pocket.
Klotz. Looks left to right, gives it to Daly. Jeff averaging almost 20 points a game, matching the number on his shirt. And boy, 20 would be a deal here. Here's Lilly, shot up, and it's an offensive foul against Chad Lilly, and that'll be his first.
Well, Lilly, the sophomore, has a pretty move first step there to shake his first defender loose. If he got planted, he just did get planted.
Reading Central Catholic in the backcourt. Ashton Glaze, senior 5'8". It's a pretty veteran squad. Goes toward the bucket. Pegram's shot up, not good.
Well, we mentioned the veteran squad. Two of their starters were on the team last year, and then
McAvoy, bang. Second field goal for Ryan, and it's a second three for Mr. McAvoy, and it's now 18-13.
Once again, when Reading comes out with that tight defense, playing real tight man defense, it's awful tough to get a shot off, but that time let down a little bit, and you can't give Notre Dame a big window to shoot from three-point line.
Michelin tries to score from inside, and he draws a personal foul. And it looks like this one could be against Nate Mast, and it is, and that is number 3.
And you see, he squares it up. A lot of room, more than what a lot of these guys need. Don't have to give them a whole lot of daylight. One of the things Reading had stressed to play defensively is to get their hands up, play very tight on these guards for Notre Dame. They can definitely make those three-point finals.
3 teams remaining in the RCN viewing area that we will follow. Catasauqua, of course, Friday night. Gary and Dick will have that one for you wherever it's going to be played. And, of course, the Central Catholic girls on Saturday, and perhaps the Notre Dame boys. But this is far from an assumed conclusion that they're going to win this thing. They trail now 19-13 to a very good Central Catholic team. Reading Central Catholic, that is. And that is not good. Daly walks the ball up to midcourt. We're down to 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Hope you're enjoying this basketball game. Pass over in the corner to McAvoy. Doug Lee, Daly shoots, and Pegram just jumps on top of him and stuffs him.
And that's the point guard, too, at 5'10", with those long arms reaching up in there. Not a guy you want to try to take inside a lot.
Adam Volker, bang, third field goal, and the youngster is red hot as a burnt boot now, as here's a steal in the backcourt and a foul as Ashton Glaze says, no, but it is, and Ashton picks up his first personal.
Glaze with the quick hands, poked the ball away. I don't think he realized the ball got that far away. You're going to get another look at it. He pokes the ball away and then holds on a little bit, kind of hooks the arm.
That's their third team foul thus far for Reading Central, so it's a non-shooting situation as the Crusaders take it out at half court. This is their biggest deficit now, trailing by 9. Here's Daly. Daly over to Klotz. Reed crosses the 19-foot circle. To McAvoy, down in the paint, shoots up and in.
And Notre Dame still getting a lot of movement, moving around that 2-3 zone, having players flash in and out. And Reading defensively a little bit slow, sometimes picking them up. Sometimes they've been right on the money, but Notre Dame, with those quick passes a couple times, have been able to pry themselves loose and get some open looks.
2:50 remaining. This is Pegram. Gets it inside. Going toward the bucket and then trekking off is Michaelin. Pegram goes in the paint, little 5-footer, shoots, not good.
It's another missed point in the paint for Reading.
Boy, they can't get much closer. Daly gets it inside to Tavani. Outside, shot, bang!
Good job that time.
By number 34. Nope,
that's
24.
Weaver.
That's Weaver.
Yeah.
Shot is up and not good. Follow-up is up and by Ashton Glaze, not good. And then finally coming in is Michaelin for the field goal.
Once again, those big guys cleaning up the loose change. Nobody had a hand on him, boxing him out. And he picks up another offensive rebound and the putback.
Tavani about 20 feet away from the bucket. Notre Dame now bringing this deficit down to 6 points. Outside for three, the shot, and it's an air ball. McAvoy not able to get anything to drop. Glaze will bring it up over midcourt. We're now down to about 90 seconds remaining in the half. Volker looks at the basket, goes in, dumps it in the middle. Michaelin's going to go down the lane. Layup is up and in. Kevin Michaelin with his third field goal of the evening.
A quick pass inside. Again, Notre Dame came with a help defense. 3 players on the ball handler, but quick distribution. And Michaelin with a quick first step and up strong. And now we're back to an 8-point game.
Klotz dumps it into Tavani, and Danny takes it in and picks up his first field goal of the evening. 1 minute remaining first half. Reading Central by 6. Volker for 3. Shoots up, not good. Rebound, Michaelin toward the bucket. Shoots, not good. Tap up again. Michaelin, another tap up, not good. And a whistle and a personal foul. 4 attempts, a goose egg.
These big guys inside again. Michaelin getting a couple offensive rebounds. There you see Michaelin's rebound. Polanski got a hand up.
Foul.
There you see the foul, yep.
Michaelin, his first. And now with 52 seconds remaining in the half, we'll see if Notre Dame will take the air out of the basketball and bring it up over midcourt. Wait for that last shot of the first half.
One thing, talking about going back a couple plays with Weaver, he did a nice job that time. When he got the ball, his footwork wasn't quite there. He had to go and get the ball a little bit. Didn't panic, didn't try to rush that 3-point shot. Knew he had some time. So a nice job just settling back, measuring his shot, and then firing it in.
Pass over in the corner. Klotz will bring it back out with 30 seconds remaining. Whoop. McAvoy went down on his back, looks up, no call. Now Klotz looks up at the clock, sees there's 20 seconds to go, and if they were going to shoot it before, they're obviously not going to take one now until the last couple of seconds. Lilly holds the ball out near midcourt. We're at 10 and counting. There they go. Straddles that 19-foot line, almost gets his pocket pick, then he looks up, shoots up, not good. Rebound, Reading Central. Ball comes out to midcourt, and that will end the first half. With the score, Reading Central Catholic 26, Notre Dame 20. We'll be back with our halftime show in just a moment.
You can't always be sure what your kids are watching, but with RCN's parental control, you can be sure what they're not watching. With just a couple clicks of your remote, you can lock out cable TV programming by channel, rating, even movie title. Here's how. Press Menu on your remote to start at the TV Guide interactive main menu. Then use the right arrow on the remote to highlight Locks and press OK. Enter your 4-digit PIN code to access the parental control menu. If this is your first time accessing this feature, you can set up your PIN code now. Next, use the arrow buttons to restrict programming by channel, rating, or title. Then press the lock button or the OK on your remote, and a padlock will appear confirming your lock. That's it. So go ahead. Feel good about what your kids are watching with parental control. RCN. To learn more, check out the RCN Customer Handbook or go to rcn.com.
Back at March Hall as the Cardinal heads upstairs, obviously going for a hot dog or something, and or a bird. It looks like, what is he? He doesn't look like a bird. It's like one of those hulking things. What do they call them? The Bigfoot. Bigfoot. Okay, we're at halftime. Yeah, well, it looks
I was going to say Barney.
From behind, looks like a Bigfoot. All right, we're at halftime here at March Hall, Hunka, and we're glad to be with you tonight. This is the game for the Eastern Final, the right to go to the Eastern Semifinal, which will be on Saturday night. The winner of this basketball game will take on either York Catholic or Wyalusing. Our first half stats for tonight's game are brought to you by R&J Carpet Connection, and they're located about a block from Grape Street in Whitehall. There's Tony Curry, and here is Chris Michael.
Well, Notre Dame doing a lot of things well. You get some balanced scoring. They've been able to hit their perimeter shots, which has been a big key. They've been getting a few open shots. McAvoy has drained a couple threes. Daly's been going. Tavani and Weaver have been helping out Tavani with an inside field goal. Weaver dropping back on a wide open three, and we kind of talked about that before. Nice job by the sophomore, using some experience, stepping back, measuring that shot, making sure he had that wide open shot, and the Crusaders came away with a 3-ball. For Reading Central Catholic, as normal, they spread the offense around. All 5 starters in the scoring column, including the first guy, Plansky, off the bench, who's gotten significant minutes. A couple foul trouble early, but still Michael and Bob have been really cleaning up on the offensive and defensive boards. We have Michael in for 4 offensive rebounds and a couple putbacks.
All right, let's take a look at the overall team's stats now, and they look something like this.
And there you see the Cardinals with a lot of opportunities on fast breaks and in tight to the basket, but shooting under 30%. They certainly haven't helped their cause. Notre Dame staying alive with their great perimeter shooters. They have 4 3-pointers and also perfect so far from the free throw line. There you see an advantage of rebounding. Redbirds with a height advantage, but too many uncontested rebounds. Notre Dame improved as the game went on in the second half, but again, still a lot of offensive rebounds for the Cardinals. Big factor for Notre Dame early on were those 6 turnovers. They had 6 compared to 1 for Reading Central Catholic at one point. Held a little bit better control of the basketball in the second quarter.
And there's the trophy case. All right, it's halftime at Pottsville. Score, Reading Central Catholic 26, Notre Dame 20. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment.
Got a mouse in your house? Then you can pay your RCN bill online with RCN's electronic bill payment service. It's free, easy, and completely secure. And the best part is there's no need for checks, stamps, or trips to the mailbox. Just a couple clicks of your mouse and that's it. Your RCN bill is paid online. Here's how. Log on to rcn.inetbiller.com. Create a password and you're ready to go. Paying your RCN bill online couldn't be easier or more convenient. Once you're enrolled in RCN's electronic bill paying service, you'll be able to do it all with a couple clicks of your mouse. View and pay your RCN bill. Pay by credit card or automatic draft. Update account information. Receive email reminders and payment verifications. So why not put that mouse to good use? Sign up for electronic bill payment today. RCN. To learn more, check out the RCN Customer Handbook or go to rcn.inetbiller.com.
Back at March, let's take a look at some of the highlights of the first half of action, and here they are.
Dante Pegram, a big factor in the Central Catholic offense. There you see him also stepping up defensively, getting a couple turnovers, taking this one uncontested to the hoop.
Boy, he's quick.
Yeah, look at that. Long arms, had to really climb the ladder, bring it in, and then turns on the afterburners as he gets an easy 2 points. Sticking with Reading Central Catholic off the dribble. That one buried from outside by Adam Volker at 6'2", pretty jump shot. Now you see the big guys going to work. That's Kevin Michelson driving and laying it in. For the Crusaders, they battled back after a slow start. Ball found its way out to Ryan McAvoy. Top scorer for the Crusaders after one half of play. Good ball movement. Can't leave Notre Dame out in the perimeter wide open. That was the one thing that Reading Central Catholic told their players. And there you see pretty move inside by Daly. Floater over the defender. Nice job seeping through that 2-3 defense. And how about this? Getting stuck on there, an open look. And Tavani was cheated out of a field goal as that ball did not move from that point. Dead ball, and possession hour came back the other way.
Well, that's Stuck on You, huh? There's a song like that, wasn't there?
Yes,
Maybe
there
I'm
was.
Stuck on You. Okay.
Elvis Presley?
Yes.
1957.
Wow, hey, Mr.
Hey, when you
Trivia.
DJ for umpteen years, you got to know that stuff.
All right, let's do headline news and tell you what's happening. To find out what's happening in the Lehigh Valley, tune into RCN Headline News Local Edition. Lee Levan and Cecilia Spees will give you all the Valley's news in just 6 minutes, beginning at 5:54 on Channel 31. Be sure to catch RCN Headline News Monday through Friday at 24 and 54 past the hour until midnight. Headline News, Local Edition, the news that matters to you. You're a bad boy, Chris Michael.
Well, two things that Notre Dame has been doing on the good side. You have withstanding the fast breaks. We mentioned Notre Dame doing a nice job getting back there. Cardinals the other night really got off to a quick start and never looked back, so they've been getting back transition defense, and also they've been working that 2-3 zone pretty effectively. When they have the open perimeter, as we mentioned before, they've been nailing those perimeter shots and also moving some guys around, a lot of movement offensively, and trying to get some guys out of their spots, trying to get some guys isolated one-on-one. And they've been doing a nice job against that 2-3 zones. Make sure they cut down on the turnovers, though, in half number 2.
Well, Reading Central gets the basketball to open up second half action. This is Pegram to Ashton Glaze. It's a beautiful facility here at March Hall. Boy, we're high, just a great bird's eye view. Turnaround jump shot by Pegram, not good. Ball goes in the corner, picked up by Ryan McAvoy.
The key number 2 for Notre Dame, I believe, here in the second half. Make sure you try to cut down on these offensive rebounds that Central Catholic has been getting. They get it right there, once and done for the Cardinals.
Watts handing it to Daly. Jeff outside to Nate Mast. McAvoy. Ryan goes into the paint, down the lane, scoop shot, not good, but he gets hammered and fouled.
It'll help having Mast on the floor. Remember, he had 3 fouls early in the second quarter, which put him on the bench, so they get a little more height. I just see the pretty move by McAvoy inside, scoop move, and gets hacked on the arm. Continuation, and we'll go to the free throw line.
Michael Lynn will pick up his second personal foul as McAvoy steps to the line to shoot for the first time tonight.
76% on the season. A great free throw shooting team is Notre Dame.
And McAvoy misses his first.
Didn't say that.
Well, I knew, as soon as you said it, I knew. No. And one more. Don't forget, on our Sports Talk Show Saturday on WHOL 1600 AM, we'll open up with Bill Pollock. Tracy's probably saying, hey, Billy. And Bill is the first and former coach at Salisbury. Our friends from DeSales and Moravian will be there. Phil Martelli of the St. Joe's Hawks taped them today, and he will be with us later on in the program. And then we'll finish up with Jack McCallum, who is the sports writer, senior sports writer for Sports Illustrated. Here is Glaze outside. Pegram for 3. Winds up, shoots. Not good. Rebound Fox.
Crusaders give them credit again. As soon as that shot went up, you saw some guys backing their opponent away.
Bang! Just like that, Reed Klotz steps up and hammers a 3 home, and now it's 26-24. Notre Dame trails by 2.
This is the closest they've been since Reading opened up with a 3-0 lead very early on.
Klotz reaches over and slaps the ball away, but back to midcourt to Volker. Now Notre Dame is within a heartbeat of getting the score tied. Ball inside, underneath. Volker dumps it outside, and it's picked off by Jeff Daly. Notre Dame now in a heartbeat of time. A shot from outside by Mast. Not good, and it's going to be a foul against the Crusaders.
I don't know about that. Reed Klotz looked like he was just going up for the ball. We'll get another look, though. Off the shot by Mast. I guess a little bit of contact coming down. That's what the official saw.
First personal foul on Reed Klotz. Ashton Glaze over midcourt. 20 feet away from the bucket, gets it to Pegram. Pegram goes toward the bucket, checks off, back outside. Here's a lead pass underneath to Michelin. Pump, shoots, up, good.
Well, they certainly had the horses there. 3 players all around Michelson. Looked like he fumbled the ball initially, though, but recovered and went up strong to the hoop. Michelson, not normally a scorer, does average 7 points a game. Collects a lot of his points normally in collecting offensive rebounds and putbacks.
How about Reed Klotz? Bang, another 3 for the big guy. The junior 6'2" nails it home. And now with 5:19 remaining third quarter, it's Reading Central 28, Notre Dame 27.
They're more than groundbreaking and beyond original. They're HBO's award-winning series and outstanding movies. The best on HBO. And on Cinemax, count on exclusive premieres, the biggest hits, and the most movies with the fewest repeats. Plus, with digital cable, get multiple channels of HBO and Max and digital picture and sound. The best, the most, all with digital cable, HBO, and Cinemax.
There is Snip, better known as, well, Ken Esterly known as Snip, 14th year as head coach of Reading Central Catholic, over 300 and some odd wins. I believe it's looks like 351.
And while we're talking about coaches, it's all a real classy move, as always, by Pat Boyle. You mentioned a class act to begin with, but his team came out. The first game here ran a little bit late with the girls' game. Villa Maria lost a very close ball game, and one of their players really had an outstanding ball game. And he was coming out trying to get his troops ready, but saw one of their key players was coming off the sideline, as you see him trying to fix the net. One of their key players was coming off crying, and he went out of his way, went over there and said, hey, good ball game. You have nothing to be ashamed of. And, classy effort there by Pat Boyle to take a moment out, go over there, and a great basketball lover, go out and help out another player there.
His dad taught him well. Talked to his dad, Bob, tonight. Here's Pegram getting stripped of the ball as he goes at the baseline, and Reading Central will retain possession underneath.
And Reading trying to go back to what they do well, getting the guards active and not just shooting from outside, trying to get them moving, trying to get some one-on-ones and driving to the basket.
There's a whistle underneath, a personal foul against Notre Dame before the shot.
And that was a good foul there, because Brian Bob was coming around the weak side and had a wide open layup. Let's see, double team comes over. There's a contact, and he was not in the act of shooting. It would have been an easy layup, though.
Klotz picks up his second personal foul of the evening. This is Volker. Good ball handler. Dumps it out in the corner to Michelin. Back to Volker, and a traveling violation. Dan Tavani all over him and caused them to move that pivot foot. And it's going to be Notre Dame basketball with an opportunity now for the Crusaders to break this deficit of 1 point. Klotz over midcourt. And a lost ball in the corner.
And Pegram will do that to you. Dante Pegram stepped up with the pressure, had to try to fight to hold on to it. You're going to get another look. Gets the arm out there, puts some pressure, and just cannot hang on.
Jeff Daly unable to grab that hot potatoes. It rolled out of bounds, and that was a turnover. Here's Pegram, 15 feet away. Shoots, not good. Michael in rebound, shoots, not good. And a whistle and a foul against the Crusaders.
Wide open that time. No one had a hand on Michelson. It just went in strong, uncontested off the miss. Goes right around McAvoy. Now we'll go to the free throw line.
Not a good situation for Notre Dame as Nate Mass picks up foul number 4. Michelin goes to the line, shooting 3 for 4 from the line.
Mass, of course, the tallest starter on the team, listed at 6'1".
Foul shot, not good.
He's going to have to take a seat on the bench once again.
Mass checks out. Coming in the ball game, Chad Lilly. Chad's only a sophomore, so he'll be back next year. And one more for Michelin. Now 3 for 5 from the line. Foul shot is up, and that one is good.
Notre Dame's gotten some nice efforts coming off the bench by sophomores. Weaver hitting that 3 a little while ago, and Chad Lilly has played a real important role in this season. Had something like 7 straight the other night against Upper Dolphin.
Klotz in the corner. Top of the horn, gives it to Lilly. Chad, whoops, looking for McAvoy, and Ryan was going right. The ball went left, and it's a turnover. Side court. Ashton Glaze will take the ball inbounds. We're at the 4-minute mark, remaining quarter number 3. Notre Dame trying to gain their 4th attempt at trying to get to the Eastern semifinal. Pass, and it goes right through Ashton Glaze's legs, out of bounds. Notre Dame basketball.
A good pressure defense that time by Daly. Comes up there disrupting. Pass was probably a little bit behind him as well.
What are you and I going to do on a Friday and a Saturday night now that we don't have any games to do after tonight? You have the blank stare like me, like a deer in the headlights.
No games?
Huh? No
What?
games? What are you talking about?
Well, March Madness is starting late this year, so I'll be kept busy.
Okay, here's Daly. Looks at the basket. Comes inside the 19-foot circle. Shoots, not good. What? What do you mean no games? Wait.
Stay home and cheer on Caddy.
There you go. They'll be playing Friday night. Dick and Gary will have that one for you. And if Notre Dame wins here tonight, they'll have the Saturday night game. Whereas Pegram's shot is good. They'll also have the Central girls on Saturday now that they won. And Pat says, I want to take a timeout. Pat Boyle, and the score with 3:18 remaining third quarter, 31-27 Reading Central.
This winter, Showtime presents.
Well, it's gonna be the end of me.
Hollywood's biggest stars.
Make my heart stop.
In the year's best movies. With exclusive premieres you won't see on HBO or Stars.
It's impressive.
Hollywood hits no one else has. Only on Showtime.
All right, yes. To find out what's happening, what's happening in the Lehigh Valley, tune into RCN Headline News Local Edition. Lee Levan and Cecilia Spies will give you all the Valley's news in just 6 minutes, beginning at 5:54 p.m. on Channel 31. Be sure to catch RCN Headline News Monday through Friday at 24 and 54 past the hour until midnight. Headline News, Local Edition, the news that matters to you. All right, let's see what Notre Dame can do here. Cavani.
Reading had 3 turnovers there for a stretch, as much as they had the entire first half, but they go right back to Pegram, their top scorer, averaging over 12 a ball game, setting some screens for him.
Oh, how about this one? Dan Tavani, under normal circumstances, might not see that 7 feet away from the bucket, but he was grabbed, continued, scored the field goal, and was fouled.
And that's the advantage you have when you have such quick players. Being picked up by Michelson at 6'3", a little slower foot. Tavani says, hey, I can take him, and gets an extra trip to the free throw line.
Tavani has not been on the line tonight. He does have 2 field goals to his credit, and now missed a foul shot. Notre Dame gets the ball back. Here's a follow-up up and in by Chad Lilly.
Big play by Lilly coming off the bench.
Here's a pass to Blansky. Shoots, not good. Out of bounds, and it's going to be Reading Central ball. Blansky thought he was fouled. We're tied at 31 with 2:47 to go.
Potts got caught in no man's land here. You're going to see him. The ball's coming right at him. He's like, I want to touch it, but I can't because I stepped on the baseline, and because the ball did touch him, possession goes to Reading.
Pegram goes into the paint. What a quick move. Blansky 7 feet away. Shoots, not good.
Boxing out very effectively that time for Notre Dame. Over the other end of getting an offensive rebound and the putback, and that time forcing a one and done for Reading.
Left to right, Lilly quickly down the lane. Layup is up and in. Chad Lilly picks up his 2nd field goal, and guess what? The Crusaders are on top by 2.
First time tonight, Notre Dame realizing that they can beat, even with the ball, they're a little bit quicker than some of these big men for Central Catholic.
Pass inside and reaching over. Tavani reached, grabbed, pushed. Boy, he's a hard-nosed athlete, I'll tell you, and a good one. Tavani picks up his first.
Look at that ball handling skills by the 6'1" Chad Lilly, taking it to the rack against Nate Belansky.
Belansky's going to check out now, and coming in for Reading Central, Matt Christ.
And Chris, we haven't seen so far today, 5'11" junior.
Walker to Pegram. Very, very quick. Used to play at Reading High, this youngster. Transferred. Bounce pass to Glaze. Glaze to Christ. Looks inside. Nobody there. Back to Glaze. Tough defense by Notre Dame.
One of the things about Reading, their ability to score quickly, but also they've been a very solid defensive team, holding teams in the playoff to about 36 points. Notre Dame just 3 away from that.
Glaze on a nice defensive move, taking the ball away from Jeff Daly and preventing the field goal. Watch this. Here we go.
Notre Dame trying to push the tempo, going over there, and quick hands by Glaze, just poking the ball away.
As John Leone would say, a jailbreak, as Lilly backs up toward midcourt now with 90 seconds remaining, third quarter. This is a good one, just as we figured it would be. McAvoy coast to coast shoots, not good, goes up against the wall. Here comes Glaze over midcourt. Chris in the corner. Volker shoots, bang! Whew, that'll take the air out of your sails. Adam.
Even with a bit of a smaller lineup on the floor, Volker playing power forward, lines up in the corner position and have a whole lot of daylight, but gives Reading a lead by 1.
Double team now as Lilly looking for somebody, gets it outside to McAvoy. 50 seconds to go, third quarter. Notre Dame down by 1.
I don't know if Notre Dame necessarily be playing for the final shot. They're looking for a quality shot, though.
Shot by Tavani is not good, and it goes out of bounds, and Notre Dame will keep it.
Tavani looked up, thought he had a matchup that he liked. They've been having some success going one-on-one against these players, and now, if it looked like Notre Dame could possibly play for the final shot, they are going to go very small, much quicker lineup on the floor, though.
Blansky replaces Michelin as Notre Dame will inbounds the ball underneath their own bucket. 3, 4, and he gets it out to Tavani.
Volker now the tallest player on the floor for Central Catholic at 6'2".
Well, Connecticut getting knocked off by Villanova, huh? The women after 70 in a row. Wow. What a streak. Lilly out near midcourt to Tavani. We're under 20 and counting. Man's going to get the count if he doesn't start moving. McAvoy in the corner, comes to the middle of the floor. Gives it to Lilly. Chad outside. Here is a shot up and not good by Daly. And here is Glaze, just a lofty shot. And that will end quarter number 3. With the score, Reading Central Catholic 34, Notre Dame 33. We'll be back with the final quarter in just a moment.
Discover the truth.
Yes, I'm not sorry for it.
Relive the scandals.
He made the biggest mistake of his professional career.
Experience the confidential world of WWE.
The business to me is extremely personal.
Heart-wrenching stories, in-depth features, and controversial matches. World Wrestling Entertainment Fanatic Series proudly presents Best of WWE Confidential Volume 1. Available all March on pay-per-view.
Second half action brought to you by Atlanta Metro. You can take the bus to school, work, shopping, doctor's visits, and more. Ride the bus all day for just $2. And don't forget, seniors ride free during off-peak hours. Take the bus, and you'll agree that Atlanta Metro is making it easy. I'm going to miss saying that next week. I don't know why. I'll be probably walk down the street and take a look at Atlanta and say, second half action brought to you. No. Not working today. This is McAvoy. Good people over at Atlanta Metro. Chad Lilly. Last quarter beginning, or what is normally the last quarter. Lilly looks inside, back to Tavani. Dan to the right side.
Trying to spread things out. Reading Central Catholic here in the second half, not spending as much time in that 2-3 zone they started off with.
McAvoy just ready to pull the trigger, then decides not yet.
Also, Redbirds with that smaller lineup on the floor.
Lilly shoots up, not good, tapped over the top, but Notre Dame's going to keep it underneath.
The Volker's going over there contesting the call, but clearly Central was there, and they were last to touch.
Jeff Daly will take the ball out of bounds underneath the Notre Dame basket. Gets it to Reed Klotz.
All the success the big guys for Central Catholic was having early in the ball game. No surprise move in the fourth quarter here. They're maintained staying away from the big guys on the floor.
Daly shoots, bang!
Well, one of the things they want to guard against is the perimeter shot, even with the quicker lineup on the floor, not fast enough to shut down Jeff Daly from the great beyond.
36-34, Notre Dame by 2. First minute gone by, quarter number 4. Outside for 3, the shot not good by Volker. Michael in with the rebound. Back outside, Pegram looks at the basket, says no. Takes it down the lane, looks like a walk. Nope, a grab before. Ooh. Whistle and a personal foul against Notre Dame.
And the Reading coaches want a continuation, but that foul was clearly a couple steps. Right there's the foul. 1-2 steps, move with the layup. That was way later. Unless this is the NBA, correct call there by the black and white.
Jeff Daly picks up his first personal of the evening. Pegram wide open, good look, shoots up, bang. Can't leave him open either. 37-36 as we have a seesaw game, back and forth. 9th lead change. These teams have been fighting like it's been like a dogfight out there. Lilly wide open, shoots up, not good. Rebound underneath Tavani.
And tough job by Tavani staying with that ball. Looked like he had some contact and was pushed, but did not get the call, but hold on.
The 3, the shot is not good by Doug Weaver, and here comes Central Catholic. Pegram wide open down the lane, dumps it off at the last minute. Layup is up and in by Nate Blansky.
A little miscommunication here out in the wing. 2 players came out, and then both of them stopped. And then Pegram put it into the second gear, went strong to the hoop. Defense came over and left it for the big guy to finish.
Snip Esterly cheering his team on, saying that was good. Pegram could have taken that basket, taken the ball into the basket and shot it, but he dumped it off at the last second. Here comes a personal foul against Ashton Glaze, and that is his second. 5:48 remaining in regulation, and it's 39-36 Reading Central. Pass to McAvoy, lying in the deep right corner. Had a chance to have dinner with Joe Kramer and Tony Corey tonight. A lot of good sports talk, just friendly conversation, and nice people.
I thought you had dinner with me.
Well, you too. I usually have 2. Oh, here comes another pass that almost went awry.
Granted, it was just nachos. But...
Is that, well, that was dinner? Okay. Yeah, I did have 2 dinners. Even the nachos. Well, that's some nibs, too, to go along with it. So, Watts in the deep right corner. Daly, or McAvoy, rather, hands it to Daly. Jeff into the paint, looks, shoots, up, not good. Rebound, Michael. Boy, he's a big guy in there.
And that time Notre Dame had some numbers on him. He just reached up and brought that ball down.
Blaze to Blansky. He misses a 2-footer, and wrestling for the rebound is number 21, Nate Mast, and we have an alternate possession in favor of Reading Central Catholic.
Well, Mast does a nice job coming down with this ball. They're going to come in there after he comes away with it, though, and ties him up. Actually, first it was Blansky. Then they blew the whistle as he was giving it up, and then somebody else reaching there. I guess Volker also had his hands in there.
This is March Hall, seating about 4,100. Beautiful facility, now in its 32nd year of operation, used extensively by the teams up north here, and of course the district playoffs. Liberty High, another great facility in Bethlehem we're all familiar with, 48 years old, used for everything. Still looks terrific. Rockney Hall, I believe that was built around the time that I was born. There is in the backcourt. And stepping backcourt is Pegram. Pegram looks at the official and says, McAvoy bumped me, forced me to go backcourt. Official says no. Watch this.
Well, now where's the bump? Took about 4 steps afterwards.
Yeah. Back there, about 10 feet he did it. McAvoy to Klotz. 4:40 remaining in regulation. Klotz to Lilly. Chad looks inside, everybody covered. Walks it back out.
Now with Michelson back on the floor, playing a little more zone, at least in close to the hoop.
Scoop shot up and not good by McAvoy. That was just inches away from dropping in, but it rolled around the rim and came off.
Well, Notre Dame also not getting calls when they drive inside. They've been taking contact and then going down. Just have to realize they're not going to get that call. Have to work on trying to finish.
Blansky's attempt for 3, not good. Crusaders with the basketball over midcourt. Still plenty of time left. Only a 3-point deficit. Klotz can tie it up here. Shoots. Not good.
Klotz has come up big the past few weeks in particular. Just kind of looking back at some of the numbers over the year, had him at just under 12 points a game. And we did a game in mid-January, and you get the playoff time, he's over now 14 for the year, and you want to see that improvement as you get later and later into the season.
Volker, a nice pass underneath to Michaelin, who goes up for the field goal, and he is hammered underneath. This one, I believe, is going to be against Jeff Daly. It is, and that is his second.
Daly coming over there, trying to get a hand up. Michelson pretty much playing exclusive center position on the floor right now. Brian Bob has disappeared in Reading Central Catholic. Redbirds going with a little smaller lineup, mixing Michelson in there at 6'3".
Foul shot is up and good. And one more. Loser of this game is done for the year. And of course, the winner goes to the Eastern semifinals Saturday night, or Saturday at least somewhere. Second one is up, and that one is good as well.
Michelson a little more proficient scorer. Bob and Michelson both seniors. And so Reading Central Catholic trying to stay with this very quick Notre Dame team, going with a smaller lineup. We'll see if Notre Dame can continue to come out, show some patience. Now a 2-possession ball game, though.
Don't forget, 3 teams remain in the RCN4 viewing area. Catasauqua girls will play Friday night, and Dick and Gary will have that one for you. Then, of course, the Central Catholic girls, by virtue of their victory tonight, move on to Saturday to play somewhere, and Dick and Gary will have that one for you. And if Notre Dame wins, they will play Saturday as well. If they're together, obviously, with the Central girls, our guys will have both games for you. If they're in 2 separate locations, then, of course, we'll still be alive one more day. So 3 teams.
Some great efforts so far by both teams. Central Catholic's main scorer has been Dante Pegram. You see that quick move, creates the own shot, and then dishes it off to Blansky, cutting down that time. Just a little up and under move, and then give it to Blansky, laying it for him. Blansky, gotta appreciate that one. That's when you go over and you give him a little high five, because he created that one first with the dribble off the wing, and then the fancy move underneath. Took on 3 guys and left Blansky all alone with an uncontested shot.
As Chris pointed out, now it is a 2-possession lead for Central Catholic. There is Daly looking to get rid of it. Wanted to fire it away, but covered a little bit too closely.
And that time, 2 Crusaders ran to the same spot on the floor.
Daly to Klotz. Either one of these guys can put it up. Jeff shoots up, too hard, not good. Rebound, Volker.
I don't know if that's the shot you really want. Daly can do a lot of things. Very acrobatic player, but didn't get a real good look that time.
Wow, Blaze just lost Daly. Just faked him out of his shoes. Pass inside to Pegram, and he slaps it out of bounds, and Notre Dame's going to get it back, and they dodge the bullet.
And the Crusaders really dodged a bullet, because after Glaze came up, he dished it off. Had a little give and go, and if they had just given it back to him, he was wide open in the paint. No one else there. His teammate didn't see him.
Notre Dame had 4 players standing kind of in a huddle down at the far end of the court, and Pegram just stood there amongst them, and they said, "Hey, get out of here." He just stood there waiting. Like, okay, what's the play, guys? 2:47 remaining, basketball game in regulation. This is Klotz. Pass inside, nice give and go. The shot is up and not good by Nate Mast.
Mast that time didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of the ball.
This is a very, very important series for both teams. Reading Central could really put the dagger in if they score here. Here's a pass inside again. It was not kicked away, hit somebody's knee. Here comes Notre Dame. Whistle, personal foul. And this one is going to go against Volker, and he's real unhappy with the call. That's his second.
Yeah, good call by the official there. Really handcuffed here. You're going to see the reach around there. Reach around got him on the elbow. You see the contact made, and Volker quickly. Well, he started protesting before he even saw the foul was on him. He was looking. There you see him jawing a bit.
Only the third team foul against Reading Central in the second half. They don't foul very much.
Couple missed shots last time down the floor. Notre Dame again. Time starting to wind down. Can't take too long.
Klotz to Daly. Jeff winds up, shoots up, not good. Rebound, Reading Central. Michelin.
That was almost a walk. Michelson got it. Pagan came in there and started to try to rip the ball away. Didn't realize it was his teammate. 7-0 run here by Reading.
And we have 1:53 remaining in the basketball game and a 5-point Reading Central Catholic lead.
Yeah, it was a 1-point game, 34-33 at one point. Notre Dame scored a field goal, but since that time, that's when Pagan really started to get things going. Driving to the basket, they set up a screen for him on one play. Got him an easy layup. That's what your key players really want to do at this point of the game. When it came down to a 1-point game, things got very tight. You look for those key players to step up, not just to score and to fire away the long bombs and to take some shots, but also set up your teammates as well.
Yep, get in the car and head back home immediately after the end of the game. This could be our finale for the season. And as I said, we thank all of you for your wonderful comments in person and otherwise. And Chris and I enjoyed being together throughout the season. I worked with Dick a couple of times. I'd like to say hello to my friend in Easton, John Leone, who had worked with Gary consistently with Lafayette this year. So all of us are very, very pleased with the way things went. It's been a great year. And of course,
how about the B crew?
I was going to say the technical staff, Rick Geho and his terrific squad. They just put together some fabulous basketball games. The shots, pictures, sound, lighting, everything was just perfect. ESPN, eat your heart out. Here is Reading Central. Volker going toward the bucket. Turnaround. Shoots. Got it. Oh, what a great move by Adam Volker.
Well, Volker, I think used some of that emotion he had a moment ago arguing with the officials. Just a quick first step that time.
Klotz shoots. Not good. And, here comes a bump underneath. And the whistle and a personal foul against Chad Lilly, his second. We're down to 1:12 remaining.
We're looking at a 3-possession game. There you see the rebound, quick foul. Contact there, but certainly not intentional foul, trying to rip the ball away.
1-1 for Pegram.
Hey guys, 1-1.
And he can put it away right here. And then I guess I can call this one. On the line, foul shot. Not good. What was he thinking?
Got a 14-foot free throw.
Still 43-36. There's a chance if Notre Dame must score here. They miss here, and it's over. Lilly looking for McAvoy. Daly has it, and Pegram just kind of staying in his pocket. Lilly's looking. We're now down to 50 seconds remaining in the game. They got to get rid of it and shoot. Here's Tavani. Shoots up, not good. Rebound Daly. Jeff outside to Lilly. Winds up for three. Shoots, not good. And Bob Beatty will call this game now as Reading Central Catholic will go on and win and head to the Eastern semifinal. Third personal foul against Reed Klotz.
Yeah, and a technical foul there. Lilly looked like he was really fouled on the play on that three-point shot. Should have went to the line to shoot three. There you see, he's going to get hit on the arm. Look at that.
Yeah.
Got reached around. That should have been 3 free throws. Coaching staff pointing that out for the officials, and the quick tee was whistled at the other end. Of course, if he makes all 3 of those, then it's definitely lights out.
Ashton Glaze has not been to the foul line tonight, but he finds himself there now with 37 seconds remaining, and Reading Central Catholic moves on.
And that's a huge missed call there, because if he goes to the line, excellent free throw shooting team, and makes 3, it's a 4-point game.
Foul shot is good.
Got a few more seconds on the clock.
And 37 more seconds, Chris. Our season is over until September. What am I going to do?
Well, he's over there talking with the officials, and he knows that was a big call. What the officials said to him.
Bobby said you didn't have to question my heritage. Here's a second shot, is up, and that one is good as well. And now it's a 9-point spread, and here comes the technical. Glaze will shoot this one as well. You know, our friend John Bannock, when in the NBA, when they call technical fouls, they have to fill out a report at the end of the game, and they have to put down exactly what was said. Not, you know, he said, I look funny or deformed, but actually, if he said whatever words are used, they send it to the league office. And you can imagine there could be as many as 20 or 30 technicals a night. Can you imagine the secretary typing up those things at the league office? Oh my goodness, I didn't know words like this existed. 47-36, 11-point spread and the basketball. Ball comes free, picked up by Tabani. Danny winds up, gets behind the three-point line to Daly, shoots, bang!
Oh, how about that presence of mind? Tavani quickly came up, realized where he was, not only as far as the three-point shot, but realized he had a teammate wide open on the wing, dished it out. Not quite done yet, although down by 8, it's going to be tough. But a nice dish that time. Look at that. Chalk that up. Nice assist.
I thought Allentown Central Catholic last night, with a minute and a half to go, watching the game, and thought that they had a chance of pulling that thing out. I really did.
Jeff Daly just collecting another big 3. Again, still an 8-point ball game, so you're going to need a lot of help. Pat Boyle now coming over the officials and trying to make his point.
He's probably saying, you know, if we would have had that other call, could have picked up another 2 there and this 2 instead of being 47-39. Now it's 47-41.
Yeah, you give them 3, you take a couple away from Central Catholic. And
oh, look at this. They're ready to go, and the cheerleaders are out in the middle of the court, and everybody's yelling, "Get off the court!"
And Notre Dame wants a technical foul. Delay a game.
You are correct, sir.
Or is that Notre Dame cheerleader? I'll take that away.
All right, somebody's cheerleaders. Whistle and a foul against Klotz, and that's number 4.
They're owed a technical, though. In all honesty, that should have been a foul call, and that was a double whammy, because not only did they lose the free throws, but the technical foul gave Reading the shots and the ball.
Going to the line is number 11, Nathan Blansky, to shoot. 20 seconds remaining in the basketball game. And Notre Dame's season, unfortunately, will end right here. But what a great year for Pat Boyle, Joe Kramer and his gang, Tony Corey, Carol Beddix in the athletic office, all the assistant coaches, and everybody part of this terrific school. Here's a Daly shot, up, not good. And a whistle, and finally a personal foul against Mast, I believe.
A couple big keys when you start to consider now Yako's player of the game, Dante Pelgrim, with a big game, the senior. I think that probably gets a top nod because they did a great job of picking up his team when they really needed a lift. A couple times Notre Dame was putting a run together. You mentioned 34-33 at one point. Pelgrim with a couple nice possessions, scored once, assisted on another.
Well, Nate Mast ends his career at Notre Dame. He's a senior, fouls out, number 21, no points tonight. And going to the line is Ashton Glaze with an opportunity to add a couple more points to his category, but they're looking obviously forward to Friday night playing Wyalusing or York Catholic. So not only does Nate Mast's season end, ours does tonight here in Pottsville. It's been a long year, but very satisfying. Gonna miss all the people on our crew. Gets to the point when I say this, and people say, "Oh, come on." But the fact is, they're part of Chris and I's extended family. We spend so much time together during the course of the football and basketball season that you really are a group, you're a family, and all of a sudden the season comes to an abrupt halt, and everybody takes 5 months off and kind of goes away for 5 months and gets their batteries recharged and back in September. Here is Glaze getting pushed, and this is another one on Klotz, and my numbers say that should be number 5 on him as well. Yep, it is.
Now let's go with Dante Pelgrim as the Yonkos player of the game. Really strong effort. Bob will give you his total numbers in a minute. Honorable mention to Kevin Michaelin with a great effort in the paint. He was the X factor, but Dante Pelgrim, again, getting back to those shots we mentioned just a moment ago, really seemed to pick up his team a couple key points. Remember, Reading had gotten off to a quick start, 5-0 and 7-2 in the first quarter. Notre Dame didn't score until the 3:47 mark, but I have to admire the way they battled back.
5 seconds remaining in the game, and Glaze hits first of 2, 51-39. Second one, not good. Doesn't make any difference. Blansky throws it out to midcourt. Volker puts the ball down, says this one is over, and it is. Final score, Reading Central Catholic 51, Notre Dame 39, and here's Chris.
When you look at some of the teams that are still remaining coming into the last couple of nights, Catasauqua and Notre Dame, not a whole lot of attention put on them initially coming into the district playoffs, but how about a season? It's all about playing and peaking at the right time of year. Caddy, we saw them with a great effort yesterday, and Notre Dame also with a very strong effort today. This Reading team, very talented offensively, a lot of different weapons that can really hurt you, and a solid defensive team. Again, Cardinals can't be underestimated as far as their defense, holding teams in the 30s. Notre Dame doing a little bit better than the average in the playoffs, down to 39 points. How about the defensive effort by Pegram as well? That was one of the couple blocks he's had. Steps in front, intercepts that pass, had a few turnovers, and converted at the other end. And Dante Pegram gets the Yakos Player of the Game honor.
All right, let's take a look at the scoring first of all for Notre Dame. The Crusaders will finish out their year at 20-8. What another great year for Pat Boyle. Congratulations, everybody at the Crusader School, and we'll see you in September for football. Let's take a look at the scoring. Chad Lilly finished with 4, Reed Klotz with 6, Ryan McAvoy with 9, Jeff Daly with 13, Nate Mass didn't score, Dan Tavani with 4, and Doug Weaver with 3. Notre Dame had 6 2s, 8 3s, 3 out of 5 from the line for their final total of 39 points. Reading Central Catholic, on the other hand, now moves to 27-4 and will play Friday night in the Eastern semis against either Wyalusing or York Catholic. Dante Pegram had 7, Nathan Blansky with 7, Ashton Glaze with 10, Adam Volker with 12, Kevin Michelin with 14, and Brian Bobb with 1 point. Chris, any final comments as I add these up?
Yeah, just wanted to echo all the sentiments you gave a moment ago, and thanks to all the people who took a moment to email us and call us, and thank you very much for the nice words. And also, of course, a big, oh, look at that, Tavani, another Tavani, which we'll see in a few months on the Lafayette Sports Network here on RCN. But also wanted to thank, as you did, the crew, an outstanding job. They really have to work for all these games. And you add up all the games each week when it gets to playoff time. They just do a remarkable job year after year. And again, I'm looking forward to them in the fall and also for baseball season a few months away.
Okay, and of course, John Gowhan worked with us most of the year on the B team, and our thanks to John and his staff as well. Reading Central Catholic finished with 12 2s, 4 3s, 15 out of 21 from the line for 51 points. Their leading scorer was Kevin Michelin with 14. For Notre Dame, Jeff Daly had 13. He led the score for the Crusaders. So that is our basketball game. At the end of the first quarter, it was Reading Central 13, Notre Dame 7. At halftime, the Cardinals led 26-20. Third quarter, Reading Central on top 34-33, and they go away winning 51-39. Once again, my thanks to Gary Laubach, my boss, for a marvelous season. It was just it was very tiring at this point of the year, but boy, it's been very fulfilling, and it's one of my best as I finish my 20th year. Thank you, Gary, very much for everything. And of course, to Rick and everybody on this staff, you are the very best. Once again, from March Hall in Pottsville, it's over for Notre Dame until next year, that is. Final score in this Eastern quarterfinal, Reading Central Catholic 51, Notre Dame 39. I will see you in September, as the song says. Have a great spring and summer. We'll get together soon. I'm Bob Dady for Chris Michael. Good night and good sports.